All right, everyone. Welcome to another new week. Monday na naman, no? And welcome to our daily charting session. Sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam, what we do here is we take a look at yung mga trending names and we get that list from Instagrams. Usually, you find that on the right-hand side of your screen, no? Or we take chart requests. Or, and what happens more often than not, is we do a mixture of both. All right? And today's no different. We're doing a mixture of both para lang, best of both worlds. Now, one of the drawdowns nung doing it this way is minsan hindi ko naipapakita or naituturo yung mga baka pagalaw pa lang, yung mga interesting na hindi pa nangyayari yung move. Okay? And one example of that na nataon na trending list today is MWC. Alright? So, I was commenting to a friend yesterday na we were forming an ascending triangle dito sa high ng MWC, no? And indeed, today we broke out and almost hit the next resistance level at 20. I was telling him na parang nakaka-intrigue ko ano pwede mangyari dahil the second you break out, the next resistance level is right there. Okay, and we get that resistance level from here. Itong low na to. Okay, pinapakita ko lang. Alright? So, what can happen to MWC now? We did break out of this ascending triangle with volume. At least the volume is higher than the preceding days. Okay, so decent breakout naman tayo. So, what are we looking for? Number one, hahabol ba tayo? Siyempre, we try na hindi humabol hanggat kaya just so our risk-reward parameters hindi masyadong skewed ng dehado tayo, di ba? So, one thing that I'll be looking for is number one, to see if kung kaya ba natin ma-break down 20 altogether. Kasi right now, in the middle of this tight range from 18.88 to 20, sorry, hindi pa ganun kadaling i-assess saan pwedeng humabol eh. Okay? Kasi where you would be wrong in the trade is still around here. Kahit sabihin pa natin na you want to be super strict or textbook about it na gusto nyo susundan nyo tong trend line, ang stop natin is still somewhere here. So sa 17 area, ang layo, no? And our resistance is at 20. So we're at 19.8, 20 cents to resistance, tapos yung stop natin is 2 pesos, more than 2 pesos away. So risk-reward wise, hindi siya ganun ka-okay. So I want to see ano yung mga pwede pang mag-develop before committing kung hahabol or papasok or whatever. Okay? So again, one scenario is a break above 20. Another bullish scenario is mag-flag tayo pababa like so. Then mag-hold itong area na to, itong 18 point something na area, break above. Then we can see if it's something na pwedeng masakyan. At the very least man lang, yung stop loss natin, hindi na kailangan mag-go beneath this trend line. Maybe we can move it up again depending on the overall structure. Alright? Ang ayaw natin makita if we're bullish MWC is after this breakout, strong candle na indicating a fake out, retest underneath, mag-hold to, then we start breaking down. We start breaking down, we break beneath this trend line or break beneath this level. Then what could happen is baka ma-revisit na tong support at 16.14. Alright? So, yan yung sa MWC. As I said, minsan mahirap kasi we follow the trending names and yung mga requests. So kung hindi na request or wala sa trending names, then I won't be able to discuss it. Let me know in the comment section if this is something that you wanna see. Maybe some videos na nag-focus sa mga mas hindi pa gumagalaw or nag-focus sa mga pabuo pa lang, kumbaga nagse-set up pa lang. And then we'll see if it's something that we can work on moving forward, no? Let me know. Next, let's take a look at LTG. So LTG, right now, after breaking out and itong inverted head, let me just turn off the volume, the volume, para lang hindi sagabal. After breaking out of this inverted head and shoulders pattern, diba? We broke out. Ngayon, we're printing a bull flag heading back to the previous level of resistance, which we are anticipating could possibly become the new level of support. Okay? So, similar sa MWC, if this flags here, and then we see it starting to hold, and then maybe it breaks above yung flag, yung trend line or whatever you wanna call it, then this entire range might once again be in play. Right now, I still wanna see personally kung saan to pwedeng pumunta. Kasi buying it in the middle of nowhere, which is where price is right now, parang yes, pwede ka makachamba na hindi 10 pesos, psychological number na yan, mag-hold na yan. Paano kung hindi? 'Di ba? So pwede ka makachamba na sakto yan na pala yung low, then you buy, then it pushes higher. That's 100% true, and syempre wala namang pipigil sa inyo. As we've discussed multiple times, your money, your risk. Lahat ng pinag-uusapan natin dito should not be taken as financial or investment advice. Purely for educational purposes only. Okay? So, from here, yun yung isa sa mga gusto ko makita. Of course, pwede rin mangyari na hindi niya sundan tong bull flag na to and it just breaks out. If so, then depending on how that works out, kung ano yung itsura niya at the time, then it might be cleaner to just wait for a break of 10.72 or 11.5 just so meron lang tayong mas clear na workable na trading range. Kasi right now, kunyari mag-break nga tayo above this flag, pwede mong i-argue na, may minor resistance ka dito. So parang maraming hadlang, so to speak, maraming pampasakit ng ulo. So, bakit natin bibigyan yung sarili natin ng stress na yun? Bakit natin bibigyan yung sarili natin ng sakit ng ulo na yun, diba? Might as well wait for something clearer. Okay? If we break below tong 9.47 na area, then baka pumangit na to ng tuluyan. Okay? Obviously, the invalidation is ma-break pa rin tong low ng right shoulder, which is at 8.8 or so. But if we break below tong 9.47, then baka medyo dehado na tayo ng konti. Okay? So that's something to watch out for lang moving forward. Again, syempre, the bearish scenario na ayaw talaga natin makita is mag-break all together tong 8.5, then wala na, GG na talaga yan. Okay? Let's move on to APL. Sorry, I'm just consulting my list, no? So APL, not a lot is really happening. Right now, pwede tayong mag-add ng level here. Ano ba yan? Let's just move this level here. We can add the level there. Okay? So what we're watching for right now is if we break below itong 0.103, okay? Then highly likely, hindi lang ito yung low na sasalo sa atin. Mahahabulan natin yung next level of support, which is as 0.081. Kasi to parang pwede pa natin i-consider na somewhat of an overshoot. Then we came back, retook the range, went to resistance, tapos from resistance, it did its job, nag-resist siya, tapos ngayon we break down. So, we're trying to see if this level holds, then there's a possibility na ito na yung maging bago nating trading range. Okay? Tapos, from there, we want to observe what price does. If we can break above tong 0.126, then again, we shift, ito yung magiging bago nating trading range. If we can break above 0.14, then this becomes bullish again, and we can possibly push higher, targeting these lows here, this high there, and so on and so forth, no? Okay? But for now, it's essentially stuck in no man's land. Meaning, it's hard to determine what exactly it is that it wants to do other than right now, it's just going sideways and ranging. Okay? So guys, before we continue, no, if you like what we do, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you find the content educational, helpful, entertaining, sana, no, then yun nga, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel kasi it's one of the few ways for me to determine or ascertain kung talaga nga bang nakakatulong tong mga videos sa inyo. Kasi syempre, yun naman talaga yung primary goal eh. I want to teach, pero syempre gusto ko naman yun na ituturo ko sa inyo. You find it helpful or at the very least entertaining. Alright? So moving on, no? Let's take a quick look at RRHI. So RRHI, nasa trending list and may nag-request din. So, 2 birds in 1 stone. I always like it when that happens. Alright. So, what happened to RRHI today? So, previously, when this was first requested na hindi ko nasagot agad, we were ranging here. And then nagkaroon tayo ng minor break of the range highs. Pero, it was still trapped within this bigger range, di ba? Today, nag-break up tayo from 54. Okay? We broke above 54, which means this range could now be in play. Now, what do you want to see? If you're bullish RRHI, then you want to see it hanggat kaya hold above 54 na. Okay? Hold above 54 para masabi natin ito na yung range natin moving forward. Then if we can break above here, then we can work higher, maybe up to there, and so on. Okay? What you don't want to see, number one, is mabawi siya agad. Lalo na strong move up quickly followed by a strong move down. Okay? Usually, mga bullish moves na na-undo and nagiging bearish, sila yung usually malakas bumaba. And yung mga bearish moves na na-undo kaagad na nagiging bullish, sila yung malalakas tumaas, kung papansin niyo. So, ganun din yung principle na ina-apply natin dito. Strong volume here. But again, pag may strong volume din, binawi to agad. Diba? Bumalik tayo dito sa previous level of resistance that might turn support. Diba? Then, parang mapapadalawang isip ka bakit ang bilis? Okay lang kung kunwari, we flag down like so, no? Yung parang pinag-uusapan natin kanina pa. But yung parang one candle lang, babawiin mo agad. Parang, medyo fishy ng konti. Alright? Obviously, if you're bullish, the other thing that you want to see is tuloy-tuloy lang, mag-break tong 57.95. And as I said, if that breaks, I think the next level it goes to is somewhere around this area, mga 61, 60 na area. Okay, kasi yan yung mga cluster of lows from this, ito yun. Ito yung mga cluster of lows na possible na mag-act as resistance on the way up. So, I'm thinking na if we move higher, dyan tayo pwede next na mauntog. Okay? But for now, bago natin pangunahan lahat yun, let's clear this first. Okay? If sabihin natin na nag-pullback nga, hindi naman severe pero nag-pullback, what we don't want to see then is ma-break tong 48.50 altogether na nag-hold as support. If this double bottom breaks, then highly likely we revisit new lows. Alright? And then finally, let's take a quick look at ACEN. So, last week, kaya di ko to gaano binabalikan. After we discussed it, ito lang yung nangyari itong tatlong candle na to. So, essentially, nag-range lang. So, walang nangyari. So, what I said remained true. Kumbaga, walang nagbago Diba? I could rediscuss what I said, but what would be the point? So now, today we gapped up on open, tapos nauntog tayo ulit sa resistance, around 12.12, no? Okay? Nauntog tayo ulit sa resistance. So, now what we want to see, if we're bullish, para masabi natin tumuloy, syempre, pinaka-obvious is ma-break natin tong 12.12 and then we start printing new highs. Okay? The other one is, magkaroon tayo ng decent pullback. Again, up to mga dito, mga 10.68 na area is still fine for me. Actually, kahit na slightly deeper, medyo okay pa. Ang ayaw ko makita is ma-break altogether tong zone na to. Okay? Etong unang baba na ma-break tong low na to, medyo ayaw ko na nga But, it's livable just because we have a level of support na decent dito. Nag-consolidate tayo prior to breaking out. Malinis na this can hold as possible na support, no? So that part is fine. Pero pag pati tong mga to na break natin, then medyo dehado na tayo. What could happen is yun nga, we break down altogether and we revisit tong white zone. Okay, the white zone is still there kasi if we look at the higher time frames, dyan nagsimula yung move. Okay, ito yung consolidation, ito yung area of consolidation. Na dyan nagsimula yung move pataas, no? So, if this entire move is undone, obviously, that's very, very bad. Kaya parang siya yung pinaka-last line of defense na nakalagay sa akin dito sa chart. But pullbacks, kasi we can never tell kung ano yung pullback na mangyayari Ang alam lang natin is nagkakaroon ng pullback. Maaaring yung mga pullback parang ganito, shallow lang. Maaaring yung mga pullback mas severe, like so. But, again, hindi natin yan na-anticipate beforehand. Diba? We want to be able to do so, but we just can't. Diba? Hindi natin alam So, ito yung mga pwedeng mangyari. Again, last line of defense here. Kung talagang mapilit kayo, for some miraculous reason, yung trail stop nyo hindi pa na-trigger kapag ka nagkakascade to pababa, this is the last line of defense. For me, kapag na-break yan, then I think we go into bearish mode altogether na. Kasi kapag ka ito, pwede mo pang i-argue sa akin na Okay, pumangit lang yan sa short term, pero mid to long term, still look bullish. And, I couldn't disagree with you. Diba? Hindi kita pwede awayin. Pero, pag nabasag atong puti, ayun, for me, all bets are off. Okay? So, yun yung sa ACEN. Actually, even if we break 8.5 na area, I think, at that point, medyo dehado na talaga. But again, I'm sticking to my guns. Itong white zone pa rin. If this white zone holds naman, let's say it pulls back by some miracle, this white zone holds, then we start pushing higher from there, then pwede tayong maghanap ng structure to possibly play bounces along the way or mga quick rallies, mga swing plays for ACEN, no? Alright. So that's it for today's daily charting session, guys. No, I hope nakatulong to sa inyo. Alright? And as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!